It's this kiss. Once upon a time, there was a lovely girl called Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and two ugly stepsisters. They were all horrible to Cinderella and made her clean their huge house and do all of the chores. But she did as she was told and never complained. One day the king invited every young maiden into the ball in the hope of finding a suitable wife for his son, the prince. Cinderella was so excited to go, but her wicked stepmother gave her lots of chores. She would never be able to finish them in time, and she didn't have a dress that she could wear for the ball. As the ugly stepsisters was ready to leave, finally Cinderella finished her chores. She was so sad that she couldn't go. She cried by herself because she tried so hard. Suddenly there was a flash of light, and Cinderella's fairy godmother appeared. She said, "Do not cry, Cinderella. You shall go to the ball." Cinderella was so happy. She couldn't stop smiling. "But we must be quick if you want to be ready in time," said her fairy godmother. "Now please fetch me a pumpkin." Cinderella did as she was told. With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy godmother turned the pumpkin into a beautiful coach. "Now please fetch me some mice." She changed them into a beautiful white horses. "Now please fetch me a horse." And she changed him into a coachman. And oh, good heavens, you can't go to a ball just in rags. She waved her magic wand. Bibbity, babbity, boo! Suddenly Cinderella was wearing a beautiful ball gown with tiny glass slippers. Thank you, fairy godmother. This is all of my dreams come true." "Yes, but it can't last forever, my dear. On the stroke of midnight, the magic will wear off and everything will change back. So you must come home." "I will, fairy godmother. I promise. Now hurry along and have fun." And Cinderella rushed to the ball. As soon as Cinderella walked in, the prince fell in love with her. They danced together all night. The king was so happy because the prince had found the beautiful princess. But then the clock began to chime. It was midnight and Cinderella didn't realize. She ran from the ball as fast as she could and left a glass slipper behind. Nobody knew who she was or where she was going. She raced home just in time and magic wore off. The next morning, the king was desperate to find the mystery girl who the prince had fallen in love with. So he sent the Grand Duke to every home in the kingdom to try the glass slipper on every maiden to see who it fit. The ugly stepsisters tried their hardest to squeeze their toes into the glass slipper, but it was no use. The Grand Duke was about to leave when Cinderella came in. "May I try?" And the tiny glass slipper fit perfectly on her foot. Her wicked stepmother and ugly stepsisters couldn't believe their eyes. Cinderella's dreams had come true, and she married a prince at once. They lived happily ever after. The end. Goodbye!